Welcome to Bees and Me. It's a cold, gnarly day. Well, it's been a cold, gnarly week or two. Anyway, here we are. Today's episode number 2, I believe. Yes. Anyway, swarm traps. Why not? Might as well do something. And we're in the dry, somewhat warm-ish. So this is how I do my swarm traps. It works for me. Like I said, this is all about how I do things. It's not my how to do, but it works. This is a swarm trap box. Some of you may have seen them out and about on my place or around different locations. Here's the lid. We have 8 frames in here. Now, 6 frames are something like this. It's empty, and I put monofilament fishing line in here. I drill the holes because I'm not going to pay somebody somewhere else when I buy them to do that. It's such a simple job. Just drill the holes, thread the fishing line through, staple the one end, and then you staple the fishing line at the other end. I put 8 of these in here because what we're trying to do, trying to give the bees space for when they want to swarm and move house. So we'll take all these out, take the first 6 out. Now we get to the meat and potatoes part of the operation. And there's those out. Now, my next frame, the second one from the back, I'll use some old comb. As you can see, this one's kind of in the better days. And it's because if you use old comb, should wax moth and anything else gets in there amongst it, you've not lost a good comb. This is probably, well, yeah, this is in better days, as we say. Anyway, this goes in to give the bees a good start. It smells like beehive. It makes them believe bees had already previously moved in. So they're just going to follow suit, you hope, anyway. And then behind that one, we have a frame of foundation. Looks like they try to start on this. And we put that in the back. Now, as I'm not a carpenter, I will tell you, when I built these, it's made from OSB, which is cheap, and as I keep telling you, I am pretty cheap. I started building the tolerances like you would do a piece of carpentry. Well, this OSB swells in humidity and in the wet. Well, it's hard to get the frames in and frames out, so I ended up having to cut about 16th off each piece of frame, each end, to make it fit in and out. Because it's when bees are actually in here, it's all stuck together, and it's hard to come out. And if you don't want to make it any harder on yourself than you have to. Anyway, so there we go. This is the swarm box. It's about 60 litres area. I know it's litres, and I don't mean to use European measurements, but that's what when I look at the plans to build these, that's what it said. So I'm just quoting whoever put the instructions up for me. And now we move to the front, and I got a piece of board here. This piece of board will help to hold this entrance cover in place. And from previous experience, I had a squirrel once that actually, he just didn't like the box being on the tree where he was at, and he actually chewed a giant hole. And I replaced it with this with a piece of wood like this. And when I got it down, when I got it on here, I found that the entrance goes on so much easier because it's a smooth piece of wood. You're not finding it's the OSB. And now that you leave it open for when the bees coming and going. When you think, well, you know you have a queen, you can move it here. Well, the queen can't get out, but the workers can. So she will remain. You kind of captured the queen, so they're not going nowhere. So, you know, this is all about experience, watching, and being patient. Sometimes bees will move in and move out the next day, or they'll move in one day, be gone in 3 days. Bees will just do what bees will do. Anyway, when you want to transport them, turn around like that, give them a little bit of air, making sure this doesn't move around on you, because if you put it in the back of your truck, it would be an unwelcome surprise when you actually drop the tailgate to move out, because yeah, they get kind of upset when you move house on them. Anyway, it's 60 square litres. I give you the measurements. You can figure this out for yourselves, I'm sure. You seem to be pretty smart people. It's 20 inches across. It's 12 1/4 inches that way. And it's 16 inches deep. Like I said, this works for me, and it may not catch all the swarms, but you know, I'm a backyard operation, so I'm kind of hit or miss. yeah, that is it really. Oh, and we forgot. Now, to mount these, we use French cleats. We'll take these screws out if they will come out anyway. 1, 2. So how you all doing? Hope you're staying warm, dry, and safe out there. It's slick. So anybody, don't be slipping and falling on the ice. Anyway, check on the old people too. The elders and your family. This is a French cleat, which works very well for me. I cut one here, put one half on here, like that. I cut one like this, which is the other half. I mount this side to a post, or a pole, or whatever. You just go on like that. Though. You just run a ratchet strap over the top to make sure, and all the wind. The only problem I've ever had was with cows, so don't put them in a field with cows are at. Simple as that. It was very nice of my friend to let me do that, but we found out cows and bee boxes are very curious about. Now let's turn it back around. Now this is some of the magical stuff. Sometimes I don't know whether it seems to help. This is a Swamp Commander. A spray or two is all you need. Maybe on top of these, and close the lid. It will attract bees. Trust me. Too much is bad. So, or you can go with lemongrass. You get both of these at Amazon, bee sites, wherever. You know, it's all good. It's just like I say though, just don't overdo it because it's pretty potent stuff, and it's like too much is bad. A drop is good, but 2 or 3 drops, it can really get pungent and you'll actually drive the bees away from you. So we've covered the scent lure, French cleat with the boxes, the comb. Anything else you can think of that I may have covered? Anyway, drop a comment. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is just what I do. So that's all I'm doing. Just showing how I do it. Anyway, well, just be kind to each other and stay warm.